Welcome everyone. This is one of the elimination maps between the 40-ish players up to the 20-ish players. So this is one of the middle elimination maps, usually come at the second or the third of the map. So what's going to happen is you're going to see 5 different bars that will be rotating in different formation, different speed, and with different obstacles. Let's go into the map and I'll explain as the map reveals itself to us. So you can see there's 5 different spinners that's going to spin. And they're going to spin in different directions. Some of them might spin clockwise, otherwise spin anti-clockwise. And they have a different speed as well. Usually the blue spinner is one of the best ones. It has no special obstacles, or it doesn't have the special speed that is faster than the other spinners. Most of the other spinners have a special mechanics to it that makes it a little more difficult. 2 things to be aware on this particular map for me, and that has been really working out for me. So out of the 10 maps, I really even failed one of them. So we usually pass this 100% of the time. So the first thing is, don't stay in the middle. You might think it's a great idea to stay in the middle, but very soon do you realize there's so many traps and so many ways that you can be pushed out in the middle. Middle is actually the place people want to avoid. What you want to do is, you want to stay between the last block and the second last circle. So you want to stay between those 2, or you want to stay on the other side. So people tend to go to the corners of this particular block. And what you also want to do is, instead of jumping, you want to just simply walk between the 2 blocks. You want to walk between the last one and the second last one, and repetitively. So this way, one side is actually having a gap. You don't try to jump for it, even though I see some people jumping into the walls and looks fancy. It's quite risky. You just simply walk between the blocks and adjust your angle, and then walk between the blocks again. Let's have a look. We're going to the map, and I'll use this one as the live demonstration for us. So what we're going to see is, you're going to start off, no matter where you start off, make sure you make your way to the side of the map. So let's go back a little bit. So over here, notice the speed of the purple one is much faster than the blue one. And the blue one is at a different angle, so it's the opposite angle. And what I want to show you guys is, notice my camera. I always twist my camera back. So I am visually checking what's to come, and also checking what's in front of me, what I'm going to walk into. You also don't want to stand just at the corner, because what people do is they run towards you, they want to knock you off. And sometimes people try to grab you. But if you stay in the middle of the blocks, they can't do that. So they let you go for free usually. So notice I'm running back and forth between the 2 blocks. I'm not jumping. I don't need to jump unless I'm really desperate. I'm actually stuck between obstacles. But that's not going to be the case. As long as you turn your camera angle in such a way, notice I flip the camera again. So this time I see what's to come, and I see what I can walk in front of. As long as you keep turning your camera angle, you should be okay. Make sure you just walk between the blocks and try to not jump like the other people who does that. Not the safest way. Walking between the blocks reduces the options your mind has to consider and gives yourself more options, because all you need to know is, what block am I going to step on? What block am I waiting for? And notice I'm trying actively to keep myself on the blue block. Whenever possible, the blue block is the best one. It has the least obstacle cost, it has the least speed of rotation. And notice what's going to happen is, the people who are in the middle are the most risky of being eliminated, followed by the people who are jumping. And as usual, we're going to stay on the block, we're going to adjust the camera angle repetitively. It takes a little practice to get used to. At the first, I was super nervous on this one. I was like, oh gosh, what do I do? But once you get used to it, the adjustment, the camera angle comes naturally. And this is when you just have to be aware of, you stand in the middle, you don't let people push you off. And this will repeat. The motion of the circle will get repetitively faster as the time goes on. So as we spoke earlier, make sure you stick yourself onto the blue block for as long as you can. But of course there can be blocks that's opening up on the blue block, so you just make your way to the other side. As long as you're walking back and forward, there's less task for you to execute. And this is by far the safest way for me. I haven't really lost this one unless, I lagged, or unless I was really struggling with my movement, but that shouldn't be the case. So notice that even though we're moving fast, as long as you're just going back and forward, you should be fine. And what I'll do is, after this one, after this qualification, I'll post 1 or 2 of the games we played in different variations. There isn't a lot to see after you know the 2 tricks. One is to stay on the side, one is to walk between the 2 blocks and try to stay on the blue as far as possible, as long as possible. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy those tips and guides with different maps. And after soon, we'll be posting some funny moments, some fun videos and more things with Fall Guys to come. Thank you for watching, guys. Let's go into replays. Oh, rollout. We spoke about rollout. So, rollout is pretty simple once you get used to it. Stay on the side. Don't try to stay on the middle. Middle is not the best part. Stay on the side, stay on the blue, and just rotate between the two. And be aware people grab you.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank
Nick.
you so much for the subscribe, my friend. Welcome. Thank you so much for the support.
Thank you so much for the support, buddy. 9 months as well. Thank you so much, Nick. Oh gosh, I'm a little distracted. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you, Nick. And oh, that was close. He could have pushed me off there because I was running on the razor's edge. Not that bad, but you know. So it's a big blue. You do want to adjust your camera angle frequently. So this way you can actually see what's happening. And okay, that's good. Yeah, I'm always adjusting my camera angle. It's key to just subconsciously adjust it. And I'm gonna go here. Almost running out of the leverage here. Be careful of the people who blocks you. Don't get grabbed. Yeah, stay on the blue is the safest. I notice I'm always adjusting my camera angle each time I go onto a different side to give me the best vision of what's to come. Yeah, let's go. How am I sending? A bunch of good players this time. Okay, that's not good. Let's get onto this one. Oh, that was close. I did fall down. Stay aware of that. I do have to tread over here. People who try to leap over the things, I think it's too risky. So we just walk. We just lag it. And here. Okay, let's go over here. A lot of good players this time. Usually you don't last this long with this one, right? There's a lot of good players this time. People are working their hands off. It does get quicker though. The quicker it gets, the crazier it gets. Don't risk that one. Let's go for this one. Good. Okay, the spins is getting to me too. He's trying to push me off there. 4 more people to go. This is okay. Actually, let's come back here. I'll go here. So it's key to adjust your camera angles. I think that's the most thing that gets to people. It's the camera angle. I'm getting dizzy with the spins too. Okay, are we doing this? Are we doing this? Yes, we are. Good. So, come back. Oh no, this is actually a trap. That was a trap blue. Oh no, I actually clicked jump there. Not good. Yeah, I knew the blue was coming to an end. Perfect. So, that was repetitive camera angle and positioning. No one was grabbing me. That was lucky. But the camera angle and positioning is really important. You do not want to be the one that actually loses the rhythm of the flow. Oh, rollout again. First says, how much longer would you be streaming today? Another 20 minutes, half an hour, my friend. So go for 3 more games of four guys. And likely I won't be streaming tomorrow. I'll be visiting family, and I'll be back the day after. Yeah, just head over to the side, stay on the blue, and that's the best bet. Blue is the safest. Just be aware of your surroundings and, you know, the gap that's coming. Usually it's okay. That guy just fall off. He's like, YOLO! I don't want to go to that little ledge. I'll go to this little ledge then. Always stay on the blue. Blues are the best. Don't try to jump between the same block. Walk between the block. Walking is actually safer. Oh, he was grabbing me. Look at him. Those that grabs have a good chance of falling off too. So make sure you change your angle each time you go over. No, we're not gonna stay there. That blue was not a good blue. Oh, people grabbing me. Look at him. They want to knock you off. They want to grab you. There's people trying really hard here. I don't do that. I just make sure I stay in my comfort zone. Which is just walking around. I don't want you to jump here. This is fine. Oh no. Let's get over here. Make sure we turn the angle. Okay, this is a good blue. 1 more person to be eliminated. So yeah, just staying on Riven. I think trying to, you know, ruin others is actually more difficult than just staying on bait.